Hey everybody, I'm going to try to get through this with a little less emotion. It's been a very emotional several days, and when my dad and siblings and I met last Thursday to talk about today's service and the order of services, or the order of the service, and so forth, we talked about doing a section where we kids could share a memory or something about Mom. And I knew that there's just no way I could do anything live today without choking up. So I'm doing this by video. I hope you don't mind. But I recalled about a year ago, I was down working at the farm, and very often when I would go to the farm, Mom would ask me to play the piano. And regretfully, I didn't always do that. I didn't always accommodate her request. There's always a long list of projects and to-do things that need to be done at the farm. It's the tyranny of the urgent, and sometimes I just didn't get it done to play for her. So anyway, I'm sorry about that. But this one particular day about a year ago, she asked me again to play the piano, and a song had been rolling around in my head for several days prior to that. And it was a song that I was not terribly familiar with. I knew the tune and didn't really even know the words. It was not a song we sang often in the churches that I grew up in. It's called Close to Thee, and it was written by Fanny Crosby. And, pardon me. But it had been rolling around in my head, and so at home I had just started plunking around on the piano, playing it, and I turned it into a medley that day with the song Nearer, My God, to Thee. And for those of you who have been at the farmhouse recently, you know that our piano is badly out of tune. It's almost painful to play. But I sat down to the piano, and there's a big mirror above it, facing into the living room, and Mom and Dad's chairs face away from the piano. But I could see the backs of their heads and the backs of their chairs as they sat in their chairs, and I played. And I started playing Close to Thee, and within a few moments, I looked up. And my dad was sitting in his chair with his hands raised, not saying anything. Excuse me. Just sitting there with his hands raised. He had grown up, was hearing and singing that song, and so had Mom. Both of them grew up Methodists. And remembered that song, knew it much better than I did. I could hear Mom softly singing the lyrics that she remembered from when she was a little girl. And at one point toward the end of the song, she leaned over to Dad and she said, "I love that old Methodist hymn." And if you know my mom, that wasn't always a compliment. But that song is powerful. Its words are powerful. And I'm so glad I was able to bless them that day with that song, and that they in turn blessed me even though they didn't even know it. And I hope that these songs today are a blessing to you as well.